The crypt's white envelope lay abandoned on the one wooden table, a stark contrast against the drab grey of Claire's living room. Inside, the lawyer's letter spoke of an inheritance, a sprawling, dilapidated mansion in the isolated town of Blackwood, bequeathed to her by a great-aunt she never knew existed. Claire, reeling from a recent job loss and a toxic breakup, felt a strange sense of liberation. This unexpected turn of events, however bizarre, offered a chance to escape her suffocating city life and perhaps even rediscover herself. The drive to Blackwood was a descent into an eerie stillness. The vibrant cityscapes faded into rolling hills. Then, dense forests that seemed to whisper secrets in the wind. Her GPS sputtered and died, forcing her to rely on the hand-down map provided by the lawyer. Mr. Grayson, a man whose voice, even on the phone, carried an unsettling undertone of warning. "Most wouldn't want this place, Miss Harper," he said, his voice a low rumble. "It has a reputation." Claire, determined to embrace this unexpected opportunity, had brushed off his warning as local superstition. As she neared Blackwood, the sky mirrored her mood, darkening with ominous clouds. The once grand mansion loomed before her, a gothic stillhut against the stormy backdrop. Ivy choked its stone walls, and several windows were boarded up, hinting at the neglect and decay within. Yet, a strange allure, a sense of forbidden knowledge, pulsed beneath the surface. Mr. Grayson, a man with perpetually furrowed brows and eyes that held a lifetime of unspoken worries, met her at the front steps. "It's best to be cautious, Miss Harper," he reiterated, his voice a low rumble. "The house has a history." Claire, eager to explore a newfound freedom, simply nodded and signed the necessary paperwork. The mansion, once a beacon of grandeur, now reeked of dust and despair. As she explored, flashlight beamed cutting through the gloom. She discovered faded portraits of stern-faced ancestors, their eyes seemingly following her every move. In the living room, a grand piano, its keys yellowed with age, stood forgotten in a corner. A single, hesitant note echoed through the empty halls, the sound swallowed by the oppressive silence. As night fell, the mansion seemed to come alive. The wind howled, rattling the ancient windows, and the floorboards groaned beneath her weary footsteps. A low guttural whisper, almost pleading, slithered through the air, sending shivers down her spine. Convinced it was the wind, she dismissed it. But the whisper returned, louder this time, closer. Fearfully, she ventured into the hallway, the beam of her flashlight dancing across the shadows that seemed to writhe and elongate. The source of the whispering, a heavy ornate door at the end of the hall, its surface etched with unsettling symbols. The door was locked, the handle refusing to budge. Back in her room, Claire tried to sleep, but the mansion's restless energy kept her awake. The air grew heavy, the temperature dropping despite the summer heat. Then she saw it. A shimmering, translucent figure, a woman in a flowing white gown, gliding through the shadows. Terror seized her. She scrambled out of bed, heart hammering against her ribs. But the figure vanished as quickly as it appeared. The nightmarish episode left her shaking. As dawn broke, she found it on her bedside table. An ancient rusted key, inexplicably materialized. It seemed to fit the lock on the forbidden door. Claire stared at the key, her mind racing. The whispering intensified. No longer a distant murmur, but a chorus of voices, seemingly emanating from every corner of the house. The mansion, she realized with a growing dread, was not just a decaying mansion. It was a living entity, watching her, waiting for her to unlock its secrets, and perhaps unleash something far more sinister. A chilling premonition washed over her. This inheritance was not a gift, but a curse. What secrets lie behind the locked door? And why does the house seem to be guiding her towards it? Is she being drawn into a dangerous game? Or is there a way to break the curse that has plagued the mansion for generations? Can she escape this living nightmare before it consumes her entirely?